We're on three different pages: receivers, line, everybody in the backfield. Is that how it felt for yourself?
Yeah, I would say just the execution aspect of it for us, speaking offensively. I think that was a big deal with us within the first half, and then kind of trickled its head in the second half as well. And then that's when the turnovers for me started to show up as well. You can't do that, and you can't expect to win games that way too.
And as for the end of the game where you were pulled, was that a decision that nobody kind of agreed on? Was that all his decision, and kind of what was the feelings there?
Yeah, that was just Headball's decision. He made that decision. So,
all right, that was Tua Tagovailoa after a rough game. 12 for 23, 100 yards, 3 picks, 1 pick six, almost 2. And not a lot of zip on the football, to say the least, whatever the conditions were down on the field. And the Browns, 206 yards, 31 points. That's hard to do, by the way. If you don't see a game and somebody says, hey, the Browns had 200 yards of offense, you're going, oh, man, what'd they score? They must have scored way under 7. What'd they kick, 2 field goals? And you go, no, they had 31 points. Actually, the defense beat the Browns defense, outscored the Dolphins offense. That's hard to do too.
Yeah, it's true.
It was just bad. Bad
7-6.
Yeah, 7-6.
Didn't they have one of the picks got stopped right in front of
right in front. Yeah, it was really 14-6.
So it could have been.
He set him up on a real short field. The guy made a move and he tripped going in, so he didn't quite get it. Hey, man, we are rock bottom. There's no way around it. This is not overreaction. This is just a fact of what you see every week.
Do you realize you just said out loud that the Browns defense outscored the Dolphins offense? Do you realize you just said that? It's true.
I did. It was it was bad.
Imagine thinking that like 2 or 3 years ago and this thing's scoring 70 points.
Hey, we really only had 3 points because he missed one, but there was a penalty, so he got a closer kick.
Yeah.
Hell, we almost got only 3.
Yep.
It was bad either way. And by the way, they were celebrating in Cleveland like, man, we went to 5-2 on the season. It was. But I don't know. I mean, it's a team without confidence. There's no question about it. Look at the more you lose, and you can talk about character guys, and they're not quitting, and I get it. The guys they're going to run their routes hard, and they're going to run the football, try to make tackles, and they're going to do all those things. But boy, your body can be doing one thing, but your brain can definitely be doing another. And now you got to be real careful with the guys that have decided they want to be the leaders. The guys that are the leaders on that team, they better be playing well. And right now, there ain't a whole lot of guys playing well on that team, unless you're going to let Achane just get up there by himself and talk.
You realize the Browns used to be the gold standard for dysfunction?
I know. Oh, they're still up there. It's just this thing's bad.
You went up there and you just got.
I wanted to say yesterday I wanted to say, look it, man, we can get mad about, saying things about certain people in the organization, but we're bad. And when people say we're dysfunctional, man, it looks dysfunctional. It just does. It looks dysfunctional going back to Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey, and I know why. One was money. The other was he's a bad guy. But it's just the timing. We give contracts out to guys they're not around. It just doesn't look the way the good organization should look. It just doesn't. And I'm not one sitting here saying get rid of everybody. And I know if you do get rid of the top people, there's a good chance a lot of people underneath are going to have to lose jobs. And there's a lot of good coaches on this staff. There's a lot of good people. But it's just this is so frustrating that we tried this thing a few years ago. Seemed like just yesterday we lost to Kansas City Chiefs, and, man, we were jacked up. We came back home, and we had 11 wins, and we lost to them, but it was like, damn, let's give extensions. Let's do this. Let's do that. And now just a couple of cups of coffee, and we've turned into one of the 2 or 3 worst teams in football. Clearly, by the way, it's not – we're it. That loss yesterday was a new low. Considering who you're playing, that's a new low. That's a new low.
The funny thing, too, about this worst team in football thing is at least, like, the Jets expected to be terrible, right?
They didn't.
Like, the Browns expected to be terrible.
Yes, they did.
I don't think the Jets thought much of their roster, Joe, coming off what they were coming off of. But the Dolphins, I think they expected to be good. I know they started hitting that reset thing a little late in the process here, but I think they thought they were going to be okay.
Right now, man, you're going, where's the second win coming? Where's it? And Mike, it was cool when Mike was doing this act we've never seen as a head coach. It was cool when he was Miami Mike, and the dude's different. He's made for Miami. He's so different and so unique, and he's so smart. Dude's out thinking everybody. He's finding ways to get his guys down the field. We are running a track meet, and nobody's having more fun than our offense right now. We just put 70 on Denver. And it was so fun. Everybody's going, they can't stop us. This is awesome, man. Look where we are right now. We can't. We're having trouble trying to figure out how to get a first down. And we've added more people that got coordinators. Look at all the names that got coordinators on the back of their title. What the hell is that for? The coordinator. This guy's a coordinator. That guy's got some coordinator. Oh, this guy got a little touch of coordinator in his title. Just how about finding some ways to get this offense together? Or is the offensive line, nobody's ever going to badmouth anybody. Coaches don't do that. Coaches they're not going to badmouth people. They're not. We saw Mario today. He's not going to badmouth. We lose as a team, and I ask him another question. We lose as a team. I get it.
Well, their situation's a lot different, right? Like, they need to bounce back on Saturday. The
Dolphins,
no,
and they're still, but they're. You're right, Woody. That's great. You're right. They're in completely different situations. But this thing,
there's a lot of text coming in this morning, by the way, and someone asked, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but do you think Tua's regressions because of the concussions? Oh, I think there's concern about him getting hit. I do.
He's playing like there is.
Yeah.
He did another one, rolled out and going for 7 or 8 yards. Looked like
he slid down. Yeah. He probably could have got. Yeah.
He just divides it in half, whatever. If you need 8, he'll get you 4 and slide. But he's been told now he's getting what he can. He's, trying to stay healthy, but the guy in the pocket, and I don't see how much. And at times he did have a clean pocket yesterday. I don't want you to think he's running around for every play. But it was bad. And to see him, look at here we are. We're damn near halfway through this season. Not there yet, but we're getting close. He's got 11 touchdowns and 11 turnovers. If this stays this way, first of all, it set a record. I think it set some kind of record in the NFL probably. But it's
I'm with everyone, by the way, that everybody needs to go, but I just at this moment in time, if they announce today that Mike is fired, what does that accomplish besides making people happy?
I think people'd like to see if somebody else is in there, or just if the whole thing would change a little bit. That people really think,
I don't believe that, do you?
No, yes. So there's a belief that Mike's letting people just run all over him, and that's never going to leave because of that late thing that he did last year. That's not me.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to just.
By the way, that's not me, Dolphins. It was pathetic. Just absolutely pathetic. What happened yesterday up there?
But I would start trading players away. That'd be number one. At least start looking towards the future, because this is done.
Trade deadline.
A lot of John Gruden, by the way, this morning.
No.
So here's the.
Oh God, do me a favor.
Well, no. Let me just tell you, the allure of John Gruden is that he's a football guy, right? Like, Mike is not.
So can we?
You know what I mean? Like, he's the old school football guy.
Can we start with this? He sued the NFL.
I know.
No. So let's just. But can we live in reality a little bit?
Well, the reality is they could hire him if they wanted to. I mean that.
Okay.
That is the reality, but
all right.
But they're
outside the box.
But just it's not that outside the box, but people want that.
John Gruden got no shot at getting this
fine,
job.
but you understand why people want him. He's the opposite of Mike.
Did you see how it ended in the Raiders for him? He was terrible.
I know, but I'm just telling you, he's the opposite of Mike. You know that. You've been around John.
The opposite of Mike is what we had before.
Which one?
You know who?
Gase, Philbin, Brian
Flores.
They've all been different. They've hired every different type of coach you could possibly hire. Old, young, mean, not mean,
friendly. Nice.
They've hired every personality possible. I mean,
I would love to sit in a meeting with Mike, who's trying to keep his job and trying to keep the players. He knows he needs the players to stay motivated and not check out on him. So he can't all of a sudden, by the way, you can't all of a sudden.
Well, that ship has sailed.
You can't all of a sudden change the way you do things. Like, you can't come in one day and try to be a hard ass. People are going to read right through it like, oh.
You don't think that whole team's checked out?
I think some guys have checked out. Yes. I think some guys, they may, now I'm not saying they're not out there and they're going to practice every day, but some guys, listen, if you haven't had success all season, and Mike's right about one thing, though, just so the players don't get a complete hall pass, you do need to look in the mirror and see how you're doing. It's still one-on-ones, and I know nobody wants to, I know it's a QB head coach and GM thing, and I'm with you on all that. But we also have to have some other dudes on this team. How are you playing? Like, everybody knows how they're playing. I knew, man, if I was playing 20 plays a game, 18 plays a game, 26 plays a game, I knew everyone. I knew exactly how we got graded out every week. I don't know if they still do that. We got a grade. Nobody wanted a bad grade. Never want to get that bad grade.
Texter asked, could I ask you why Chris Greer was at the Oklahoma-South Carolina game scouting quarterbacks?
Because that's what they're going to have them do. As long
well,
as
they should save their money.
Well, they got to go out.
That just seems like a waste of jet fuel.
But you got to have somebody going out to.
No, you don't. Not Chris.
We can have his assistants.
I just not Chris. He apparently doesn't have an eye for quarterbacks.
By the way, how's everybody feel about the Justin Herbert Tua thing? I was going to wait on that, but why? You want to talk about a guy that's running for his life right now with that offensive line? I don't know what they lost. By 14 yesterday?
Anyone could have had Daniel Jones.
All right, I didn't hear you saying that about Daniel Jones when he's with the Giants. There,
it's not my job to scout quarterbacks, bro.
I know, but
it's Chris Greer's job apparently.
All right,
I guess they sent them out.
All right. Hey, you are. I'll tell you what, though. You're good. You play along. You're good on this. Daniel Jones now. Now we would have thought Daniel Jones was that. The Colts did. That's why they're good.
It's good vision. We'll go around the league when we come.
There weren't a lot of people thought Daniel Jones had it, man.
By the way,
if everybody's to be honest about Daniel Jones, nobody was giving Daniel Jones. They thought he was Giants Daniel Jones for life, and they were wrong.
He's one of the rehab jobs, though.
He is.
Apparently, Tua's going to go somewhere else and be great. You see that happening?
No.